Let's take it back to the ring.
Ain't a damn thing changed. This is still my house. And for all of y'all that don't agree, I'll make sure y'all will never forget. I know. Just say it. Say it. Prime time, baby. This is PT's house. Pound for pound, I'm the best athlete in the world, bar none.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. About to make sure in the ring. Pound for pound, he claims to be the greatest wrestler in the world. Prime time, Elix Skipper.
You know, I didn't realize he was just limiting it to greatest wrestler in the world. Wasn't it a couple weeks ago that he was talking about greatest athlete in the world? Comparing himself to some of the great athletes, Roy Jones.
Yes. But I tell you what, he calls himself pound per pound the greatest in the world. That's why he brings the scales out to show you what he means and see what he's got to say, Mike, today.
All eyes on me. All lights on me. Matter of fact, cameraman, focus in on these abs.
They look like mine.
That's right. You people know what time it is. I told you last week, I'm pound for pound the best athlete in the world, bar none. And if you don't believe me, ask Red. Matter of fact, I'll challenge all the boys in the back. If anybody back there think they bad enough to burn my house down, step to me in this ring.
Elix Skipper throwing open the challenge to anyone in the back.
Hell, but I'm not going to take this anymore.
And his opponent, this is Mad Mikey!
Oh yeah, making his TNA debut, Mad Mikey. You may know him as the former Crash Holly from the WWE. And he has accepted the open challenge of Elix Skipper.
Well, here he is in TNA, and a lot of people say, what has he got to be mad about? But, Mike, this guy has got an incredible history.
Oh, no question about that. I mean, think of everything that Mad Mikey accomplished in the WWE. 20-plus times as the hardcore champion, beating individuals like Test, Matt Hardy, Booker T. He was WWE Light Heavyweight Champion, European Champion, even WWE World Tag Team Champion. And you ready for this? When he was Tag Team Champion, the team that he and his partner Bob Holly defeated, how about The Rock and Mick Foley? How's that for a list of accomplishments?
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe that's what he's got to be mad about then. Being released from there, well, here he is in TNA to show his stuff. One of the most decorated champions in the WWE history. Think about all the titles he had in the hardcore division. But I'll tell you what, he's facing one of the best, Elix Skipper. We've called Elix Skipper, Mike, the most improved wrestler since the history of TNA. Oh, incredible move there by Mad Mikey.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Mikey connects. And I mean, think about this. You just talked about Elix Skipper. No question that he's on the top of his game. The great series of matches with America's Most Wanted. The victory last week over Amazing Red that he referred to during his promo. You have to wonder if Mikey might have a little bit of ring rust.
Well, he decided against going to the top there for a minute ago. Now he is going to the top.
Looks like a little tribute to the Superfly here. Oh, yeah. You know what he calls that? The hop splash.
What in the world was that? He was telling us earlier about the most phenomenal finishing move in the country. Was that him?
That was it. That's the one that he promised. The dreaded hop splash. Unorthodox, yet very effective offense here of Mad Mikey against Elix Skipper, who just overpowered Mad Mikey that time. Hung him out to dry on the top rope, and now he's going to go.
Skipper, did you see the extension? He got under the rope right there.
Great springboard, great leg extension, culminating in the leg drop to the back of the head.
There's no doubt in my mind that if Elix Skipper wanted to, he could be an X Division champ. He can be focused enough. He can be a world champ.
I was just going to say, don't just limit it to the X Division. I think
he's tag champ.
Right, he certainly could be X Division champion. I mean, think back to the early days of TNA, how Elix Skipper competed with so many of the great X Division wrestlers, then turned his sights towards tag teams. And you're right, he was NWA World Tag Team Champion multi-times as part of Triple X. And I think the sky's the limit for Elix Skipper. I wouldn't say that you could just limit him to that. He would certainly have to be recognized as among the best in the world today. Just ask him if you don't believe it.
But I'll tell you what, he better not take Mad Mikey lightly. Not with the history that Mikey has of all the greats that you mentioned that in some shape or form that he's beaten. Test, Booker T, The Rock. Think about it.
The telegraphing of the back body drop hurt Elix Skipper. Kick out by Skipper.
That's the strength of Elix Skipper right there.
You'll notice how Elix Skipper has been directing and focusing so much of his offense on the upper body.
Yeah, on the neck.
Really around the neck of Mad Mikey. The lateral press and the kick out at 2 as Mad Mikey avoids the pin attempt. Now what is Skipper going to do? Grabs him, of course, around the neck.
What in the world?
Takes him out to the ring apron.
Oh, golly!
Just no protection for that move. He's in such a vulnerable position.
You could break someone's neck right there. Look at this, and he's doing it again.
And we mentioned it just seconds ago. You could just see how he's pinpointing so much of his offense, concentrating so much on the head and neck of Mikey, and then he follows up with 3 or 4 moves out on the floor, where again his total focus is on the head and neck.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was doing it earlier, but he really went for it right there in that little series of moves. Oh, what's he doing now? Oh, again, he was going to go for the neck in there. Mikey's got the reversal here. Oh, yes.
Hangman's Noose neck breaker as Mikey drops down. Skipper crashes to the canvas. But you're seeing now the cumulative effect of all of the offense that Skipper earlier applied to the head and neck of Mad Mikey. Yes, he came back with the desperation neck breaker, but he was not able to follow it up.
You know, another thing that makes me wonder, Mike, is ring rust maybe a part of this for Mikey. Not being in the ring for the last few weeks.
Certainly a possibility. I pointed it out earlier how Skipper at the top of his game, and we really didn't know about Mikey's situation. But it's something you have to take into consideration, but he's on fire right now.
He's in control. That answered that question, I guess.
Series of clotheslines, back elbows. What's he going to follow up with here? Reversed into the rope. Smart move to hook the top of the rope. Power Skipper down, and then follows up with a face jam. Pin attempt.
Skipper fights out of it. I'll tell you what, I think Skipper realizes he might not be pound for pound the best in the world tonight.
Mikey charges into the corner, elevated up and over the top by Skipper. Smart move, though, by Mikey, able to hook the leg of Skipper, drop him down to the mat, mount the top rope, and as Skipper turns around, he catches it. Crossbody block, 2. Still only a 2 count as Skipper was able to get the shoulder up.
I'll tell you what a competitive match. These guys are very equal right now in the ring.
The shortcut by Elix Skipper, and then drops down into the matrix move to avoid the clothesline.
What agility.
Mikey avoids the spin kick. Into the corner goes Mikey.
He's got him. Oh, beautiful move there by Mad Mikey. Here he goes. Here goes the pin.
Pin attempt. 2. No.
Skipper fights out of it.
Smart move by Mikey. Caught him with the head scissors. Took him face first into the middle turnbuckle. Immediately went for the pin, but again, only able to get a 2 count. Strategy there by Skipper to hook the bottom rope. He's got the scale.
As they're both
Tug of war here. Both fighting for the scale.
Referee Rudy Charles puts the scale out of it. Oh, wait a minute. Holy cow, did you see that?
Drives him down to the mat. Bringing down the house.
The winner of the match, Elix Skipper.
It was just that momentary distraction. You saw senior referee Rudy Charles take the scale away from Mikey, but just as he turned around, Skipper caught him, Skipper pins him, and Skipper gets the win. Let's take a look at the history involving Jeff Jarrett and the legend. Roll the tape.